happening. As you came in tonight, some of you brought canned food. We collect for Thanks Sharing, and the Murrieta Hospital collects for the Murrieta Community Share the Harvest Banquet that's done in November. So anytime during this month that you have canned, non-perishable food, feel free to stop by and drop it off in the boxes here in our lobby. It's going to our local community, and that's one of the ways that we like to give back to the community. We have a really big announcement that will be coming up soon. We are just a handful of patients away from doing our 500th open heart surgery here at Loma Murrieta. So we're really excited that we have been able to bring heart care to this valley. As you know, patients used to have to leave and go either to Riverside or San Diego, and we've saved lives by having the surgery here. And this is since April of 2012 that we've done now nearly 500 open heart surgeries. We have some very special guests here tonight. We have Big Hearts for Little Hearts, which is the Temecula Valley Guild right back here. So stop by their table and find out a little bit about what they're doing. They also brought some artwork with them tonight. The Loma Linda Guild likes to do artwork with the children, which is art for little hearts. And so there's some special artwork here. So stop by and see what the students have done. We also have an author here tonight. What do tomatoes, freckles, and eggs have in common? Well, you're going to have to stop by the table and meet Cindy Palumbo, the author of a children's book, Tomatoes, and she's here signing copies tonight. And she can tell you about her series of books, and part of the proceeds from the sales of her books goes to benefit the Big Hearts for Little Hearts program. So we're thankful to have her here tonight. We also have our Southwest Riverside pageant queens. And as you look at the table, you'll see that there's a ribbon, a garland around the table. Tonight is the first stop on the Big Hug. And Iris is here tonight. She's going to tell you a little bit about the Big Hug, so stop by and talk to her. She's also a singer, so she's headed out to a musical performance very shortly after she's going to be leaving. So stop by and find out about the Big Hug. But they came by to visit our hospital. October was Down Syndrome Awareness Month, and it has something to do with the Big Hug, and find out how you can have it come to your place of business and be on the tour for the Big Hug. I'd like to introduce our executives from the hospital that are here tonight. We have Catherine Pepe at the Big Hearts for Little Hearts table. She's our development officer. And you've all enjoyed some delicious food, especially the hot pumpkin soup that we had. That was made by our chef, Anastasio Rodriguez, better known to us as Chef Cheeto. And thank you to his staff that's here helping tonight to serve the food. Kevin Herring, I believe, was here a little bit earlier. He's our Director of Environmental Services. Lucas Secor, our Service Line Director. We have Jared Horricks, our Executive Director of Facilities. And here at Loma Linda, we're not just resources. We always like to say that we're talent. So when I introduce Jamie Dubuque, our Executive Director of Talent Services, that's what other companies call human resources, but we're talent. We have Don Knight, our Director of Quality and Safety. And we have Terry Couture with us, who is also a director in our quality department. And Terry's daughter McKenna is here tonight. If you look at any of our hand wash stations and our hand sanitizer stations at the hospital, you'll see a photograph of a little girl. And McKenna is the talented photographer that took that picture and helped us. So she's here tonight taking pictures for us. Thank you, McKenna. We have Tracy Buck, who has just recently recently been appointed to our chief nursing position. Congratulations, Tracy. And last but not least, we have Greg Henderson, our administrator of hospital operations. And we're very thankful to have him here, and he would like to say a few words tonight.
Well, thank you very much, and I will say just a few words, all right? But I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up tonight. It's a very special occasion for us, and I look at all of you and think of you as VIPs, I really do. One of the special things that we'd like to announce tonight is that Loma Linda University Murrieta is working toward adding a NICU as part of our OB program. And we want to thank the Gills, Ms. Pepe. In fact, Jared, if you'd come up, maybe you could give just a 1-minute blip real quick on the NICU. This hospital, by the way, sees over 45,000 emergency patients on an annual basis. And you heard that we're tracking this year at over 250 open heart surgeries. Our 500th is coming up. A lot of good things that are taking place. And we live in a community here to where, surprisingly, the community as a whole is very, very supportive of Loma Linda. And I can tell you that I've worked at hospitals where that wasn't always the case with the local hospitals. So it's just a great pleasure to be here. Jared, why don't you give us a quick update?
So currently right now, we are in the conceptual design phase for a 6-bed NICU. We're planning on being in plan review with the state this year, by the end of this year, and expect to be at a plan check probably by mid to third quarter of next year. We're looking to be in construction about the 9th month of next year, and possibly up and running by the middle of the year, 2017. So it'll be a 6-bed NICU, a little bit small, but we're fitting into what we have, and then also we'll be relocating our nursery as well. So again, hoping to be completed by mid-2017.
Thank you, Jared, and thank you very much for being here tonight. And again, you want to come over? Back to you, young lady.
Thank you. All right, so Patrick, actually Andy, turn it back over to Andy. Thank you.
Thank you. Big round of applause again, you guys, for our host tonight. Now, I have a very important announcement for one person in this